Hey fam, so yesterday someone had mentioned in the comments that sometimes they feel like they absorb people's energies, and that's very much the sign of an empath. When you feel the energy of a room or the energy of other people around you, and sometimes people aren't even in the same room as you, and you can still feel the energy. I know that I can feel the collective energy a lot, and sometimes very intense when it's very heavy. And also, as empaths, as light workers, healers, it's not our responsibility to take on the emotions of others or to absorb the emotions of others. It is our responsibility to, if we do feel these things, to transmute that energy and send it back to the collective, the person, and just send them back love. So if you do feel something and it feels negative, or if it feels like it's not yours, transmute it, send it to your heart space, turn it into love, and send it back to wherever the emotion came from. It is a great way to not absorb the energy and to just transform it and send it back to where it belongs. And that way it sends healing energy to that person for them to process, for them to go through whatever it is that they need to experience from that emotion. So it's not ours to process. It's for them to process. And all we can do is send them love and hopes that they focus on their healing rather than running away from it. I listened to a podcast a long time ago on the Starseed podcast, Starseed Activation. And there was an Indigenous woman, and I'm blanking on her name, but if I find it, I'll put it in the notes. She had mentioned that as an empath, it can be where we are crossing other people's boundaries by feeling their emotions. They didn't give us permission to feel their emotions. We have this amazing capability to feel into the spaces that we're in, and also the recognition of that, to ask for permission walking into a room. I'm about to enter this space. Can I receive the energy of these people? If you want to. If you don't want to, that's totally okay too. Again, if you're receiving that energy, it's only to transmute it back out. So if you're not ready to receive that energy, create the energetic boundary. It's completely possible. I had an intuitive friend who told me to imagine a blue pyramid over you that completely surrounds you, and that there's a blue light essentially that surrounds you in this pyramid, to not allow for other people's energies to invade your space. So setting boundaries before you go into situations, whether with other people or in meetings, whatever it might be, giving yourself boundaries to not take on other people's energies. If you are willing to take on other energies and you get the permission to, again, transmute that energy, send it back out into love. Imagine like a gold or a light bulb or ball of light that just comes from your heart back to the other person's heart. And the third piece is, if you are willing to or have the capacity to go into dialogue with either the person, whether energetically, spiritually, or actually physically in front of you, to process this emotion, wonderful. Again, allow for questions, for you to ask questions and guide them through their healing versus giving them the answers themselves. And I can get caught up in this too. Sometimes we just want people to get the answer, and so we just give it to them, but that's not helpful 100, because if they don't come to the answer on their own, sometimes they can provide excuses, or they'll defend themselves versus realization. When they understand or come to the answer on their own, then they feel the answer within their body. There's that click that happens. There's an energetic alignment that happens that allows for them to feel it somatically, feel it in the body, and then integrate that lesson, and then evolve, grow, move forward. So as empaths, create energetic boundaries before going into spaces with other people. Before entering your day, ask, is it okay for me to receive receive energy from others? If you're willing to. If not, create the energetic boundary. And lastly, if you're willing and have the capacity to, to do the guidance of coaching them through their healing. And again, it's not us doing the healing work, it's them, and we are just a guide, a conduit. So I hope that is helpful for my empaths out there. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, shoot me a DM. I am happy and honored to be of service. I know that it can be a lot, and the feelings can be a lot, especially if you're feeling the collective energy. Just know that I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I love you, and I'm here to be of service. So much love, many blessings.